Welcome back to Coffee with Moshe, continuing with the airport stories. So I've had many interesting airport stories, some of them pleasant, some of them less so. In Holland, they're kind of particular about these sort of things, and I was stopped twice. Once with the replica weapons for training, and they were very upset about that, and they took me into a room and questioned me and asked all sorts of things, and eventually they let me go just moments before the flight took off. Another time I used my old Army Reserve bag, which I used when I was in the Army, and for some reason I left a shell from a bullet from an M16 in one of the zippers on the side, and that raised some questions, but fortunately they sent me to the Israelis for that, and the Israelis said, yeah, it happens to everybody. You know, you go shooting, you leave some cartridges or some magazines, whatever it is in your bag, it happens. So there was no problem over there. I remember one time on the New York subway, I had a large bag. I was on the way to a seminar and I had to take the subway for some reason, the old days, the beginning days. And I couldn't get my suitcase through the turnstile, so I had to go through the wide door. And I wasn't sure how to do that with your subway ticket. So I saw somebody come out and I went in I already paid for the subway, but the $2, whatever it was, they stopped me. They caught me, two guys. I explained my circumstances, they understood. And then they looked at my bag and they saw again some weapons which you really shouldn't be carrying in New York. They don't like that. Thank God I got let off, but there were some humorous moments in the middle. There were two officers. I looked at their name tags and one said Rodriguez and the other one said Goldberg. So I looked at the Goldberg like this, without speaking, And he looked at me like, my look was saying, oh, Goldberg, you're Jewish, I'm Jewish, this will be no problem. But I didn't say those words. And he just looked at me like, he saw my eyes and he said, don't pull the Jewish card. I'm here as a New York police officer, and the Goldberg is not going to get you out of there. Plenty of other times it became, in the days when I would travel with the weapons, which I don't do anymore. Also, I used to teach at the universities, and they didn't have weapons. But now I'm teaching at Krav Maga schools. So you should have, when I come to do a seminar, you should have your own training weapons, your rifles, your handguns, your knives, etc. Meat cleavers, axes, whatever we need. So I no longer need to travel with weapons. But it became a usual thing. I'd put my stuff in there, and I'd tell them ahead of time, but sure enough, as we're sitting waiting to board, will a Mr. Katz please report to security? Everybody's looking at me. Here we go again. Can't tell you how many times they butchered my last name and first name. There was one time I was actually stopped leaving Canada. Why? Some kind people at the seminar gave me some fruit to snack on. I'm not a big fruit eater, more of a coffee drinker. And I had some snacks in a bag in my hand luggage, and the Canadians caught me with a large orange. And apparently this is not allowed. And I was caught and detained, and I had to fill out a form and questioned and everything like that. And when I came to the other side and explained my delay to my friends who were waiting on the way out, they said, we figured you didn't charge enough for seminars, you're probably making money some other way. Little did we know you were a fruit smuggler, and that's probably your main source of income because you don't make enough from Krav Maga. But how can you make a living smuggling one orange at a time? So, in any event, we're right now during the coronavirus times where flying has been unfortunately stopped. Today is May 11th, I think, or 10th.
That's more than that's about 13.
Maybe 12, who knows. In any event, sometime in May, and hopefully by next month the flights will continue. We have a seminar coming up in Holland, now postponed till September. We have an IKI seminar in South Africa in August. We have a series of seminars in the United States in September, and a seminar as well in September in Puerto Rico. And we should also have a seminar in Mumbai, India, which was supposed to be earlier, but was postponed again till September.